Hello and welcome to the East Lampeter Township Public Meeting. All participants are now informed that this meeting is being recorded. This meeting is also being offered virtually utilizing Zoom, which is a cloud-based platform for remote video and audio conferencing. The Zoom application is free to the public. The general public is therefore able to join the meeting by connection through the internet or by calling in by phone. The public is also able to observe the meeting on the Township's YouTube channel. Please continue to check the Township website calendar for any updates related to these public meetings. Agendas for these public meetings will also be available on the Township's website. Please be reminded that this meeting is being video and audio recorded and will be posted to the Township's YouTube channel for viewing. The meeting will now proceed with the chairman calling the meeting to order and identifying all other members present in the meeting room and those joining the meeting via Zoom. The chairman will then confirm those members joining by Zoom can be heard.
Okay. We don't have anybody on so far? Okay. I'd like to call the meeting to order. My name is Jim Everhart. I'm the chairman, and the members here include Frank Collingsworth, Bruce Hess, Diane Tyson, and Chris Cretan. And we have Township Manager Ralph Hutchinson and Township Public Works Director Charlie Thomas here, as well as our faithful scribe, Stephanie. Okay, so Michael, I pledge allegiance to the States of the Republic indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Everyone read minutes of previous meetings. Yes. You have a motion to approve. Second? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, the motion carries. That's approved. Okay, what a surprise. Okay, public concerns or comments? We don't have anybody here. Nobody online at this point. Okay, so let's move ahead to recreation.
As far as the girls came in last month there and asked about the using the ball field back there at the park. Weren't they supposed to start last month or something? I haven't seen them yet. So
I didn't get it. Haven't received any emails. No insurance liability, nothing. So it's
Their schedule's all screwed up. I know for my granddaughter's team, they were supposed to be at New Colonies. I don't know if it's a league issue, CV issue.
I haven't received anything.
But it's an issue.
Yeah, their schedule's off.
it's
What they published at the beginning of the year is not what they're going by, so I don't know. Well, I mean, it's Garden Spot offered a 10 I mean, it's a county-based league, so they're not, it's just, there's 2 CV teams in the under 10 that she's playing in, so I don't know what the issues are, but.
Yeah, Lancaster Christian School still comes in there a lot in practices, but as long as nobody else is there, I guess whatever. It seems like Amish coming in. There's an Amish team that comes in, but guys come in there, bicycle, must be 20, 25 of them come in one night a week. I'm not sure if it was a Wednesday night or what, they come back there and practice till dark. So it's.
Yeah, I've noticed, I go for a walk and it seems like almost every night there's like a pickup game or something, like a bunch of different people playing. It gets used hard. In fact, the one time there was an Amish group and they had 2 games going. They had one down in the corner and I was just, hey, whatever, it works.
Maybe there's an Amish league we don't know about.
There's Amish soccer, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kelly, anything else, Charlie, you have anything?
Just one issue that we started having with the baseball. They're parking on the grass at Flory Park out near the concession stand. They've been notified at least 2, if not 3 times. I tried to talk to them to put cones out so people, and it's not working. So we're going to start watching for damage. I'm going to email the guy. I don't know if they have games there tonight, but I'll look again for them. But they're parked in the parking lot, in the grass, and along the road, going back to the baseball field. So just so you're aware, if you start seeing any dead grass, that's where it's coming from.
Is that because of parking spaces?
Well, the front parking lot's empty.
Is it worth, when people have yard sales, they stick just the sticks in the ground to keep. But I mean, usually it's right on the very edge of the parking lot.
I suggested a gentleman go to Walmart, and buy some little orange cones and game day, put them out.
Yeah.
And after the games, put them back in the concession stand.
That's a whole change of attitude towards people and that.
The front parking. It's empty. So it's a matter of I'm not going to walk out there.
Is it worth putting, because sometimes you really don't even realize that parking lot is back there. I wonder if there's just, like put a little sign that says parking straight. Oh, it's
And they're just parking on the grass, parking spaces. Just parking near the Clark and walk back to
in the front and then.
very much. And
Yeah, well, for everything, that's not the park, there may be 100 parking spaces at the park, but they're down at the small pavilion, they're gonna park in the driveway. That one space between the driveway and the parking spaces is too far to walk. They park against the wood and walk in, because that's extra 6 feet is just way too far to walk.
so it's being handled hopefully soon, but I've been in communication with their director.
And it sounds like there's not enough parking. It's just, as you said, they just have to hike a little bit. A little bit exercise. What a concept.
Exercise in the park. Wow.
Yeah, that's an unheard of concept.
You know, park at the front row at the gym, so, you know.
Yes. Yes.
They're tired when they come out, right?
No, it's hard when they go in.
That's what I mean, I guess I'd just say anything we can do to encourage people to park in a parking space. What an unheard of concept. Okay. And nothing else for recreation? Okay. Grounds, buildings and trails?
As you saw with the thank you letters, the flowers were picked up with a lot of generous donations. There was one, the owner wasn't there, so the employees, that's why we didn't get any from the one. The employees didn't want to give them out without the owner being there. So, we'll get the thank you letters in the mail tomorrow if everybody has them signed. There has been some temporary parking set at Gibbons Park, right off the whole field of Pit Pike. That is in place now. We're in the process of behind out at Mill Creek Road at the overpass for the railroad. Put the address Pit Pike there to direct them to park there instead of Mill Creek. And the next thing is I'm in communication with the engineer and seeing where we're at with the pavilion design for Lafayette Point. Waiting to hear back from him. See where we're at with the design and hopefully have a budget next year, see what comes in.
We're doing anything for Water Week at all this year or?
Just had discussion about that. In the township, pretty much. And real big complaints about there's trash everywhere in Mill Creek, there's trash here. They see stuff, they pick up right the paper. After we had those initial cleanups a couple years ago, it's been pretty well maintained.
There is one of the activities that's planned, I know I've seen on the website, is related to Stauffer Run. They're taking a tour of Stauffer Run, so people can sign up and participate now, even though we're not running that, being done by others.
I have one other thing I saw. I don't know if anybody ever did the way of an Upper Lake Township, we're at Mascot Mill Park there at the mill. If anybody ever go by there, if you go out to sometime right at the Hoyson end, they have a little linear park right along the creek where the dam is there. And sometime, I don't know, it reminds me like the entrance that we'd have for Gibbons Park or something like that. They really fixed that up nice this year. They went in, they just regraded it all, have stones in there, but they have a few picnic tables, a bathroom, and They really did not, there's always kind of dumb people hanging out there drinking, the cans are always full of beer cans and stuff, but they really did a nice job. If there was anything like that, you know, we don't do Gibbons Park for quite a few years, maybe something like that could be along there, it's just a little strip along the creek where they have. You know, it's, if you ever get over that way, just drive by, I see that right there at Mascot Mills.
Where is it?
Out the end of Stumptown Road, you know where Stumptown Road is?
Mhm.
You ever go out there far enough where you hit that mill on the right-hand side?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
To the intersection there, and that was always kind of a dumpy park. I said, oh, they never did much of this. It kind of,
Wrestler's Mill.
is it Wrestlers Mill?
Yeah.
It's called Wrestlers, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was called Mascot's the wrong name for that.
I know what is Wrestler's Mill, but
Okay.
you know, I know where you mean. I haven't been out that way
Well,
recently.
it's really nice. They really did a good job fixing that up. It was always kind of shady. I was over there about 30 or 40 Amish kids fishing there the other day.
Yeah.
Must have been the day they were off. They were in the fish behind them on the dam, but they did a nice little job.
They just had a big, like a fishing thing there. Not, what was it? Last May 11th, I think, on Saturday.
I don't think it was that day, but it looks nice the way they did it, just right along the creek, just a little entrance spot. There's no, maybe parking for like maybe 10, 15 cars there if you pull off the road, but that's it. It's a nice little area to go in and.
Yeah, I stopped there one time. I remember stopping there and sandwich or something, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we got enough room for about maybe 6 cars down here at this point. And of course, we've got the full design, of what we want to do with Gibbons Park, so.
And since you brought that up, I was just gonna say, I know you're gonna be asking for us for projects for next year. I'm anticipating that. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm trying to remember exactly where we were with the Gibbons Park, with the updates and everything like that, because I know the engineering is now, the engineering study is done, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think, so I just want to absolutely clarify so that we get stuff on the agenda for next year.
We did file paperwork for a grant through DCNR and we were denied.
I remembered you said that. You remembered you said that. So,
We didn't want to budget anything because if it's an 80-20 split, you know,
yeah,
let's see where we're at.
okay.
We have the full designs done. We have estimates of cost for the different aspects of it. So all of that could be considered.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah, and I remember we went over that, but if there's is there at least some kind of like the final recommendations of what those different pieces are so that we know. I mean, you know, we can put them on the list. I'm sure the supervisors will pick what they want, but you know, they want to recommend some stuff, so. Okay, good.
Is it mill? There is that mill there, Noakes Mill. Is that a historic site? Has ever been, that's been designated as a national historic site?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
I don't think it's old enough to be. I don't think it's ever been listed on the register.
So is there any way you can get anything, do anything to get that fixed up there, historic preservation thing or something? Because I read the article in the paper the other day. Was that about the Gibbonses, about they had the house that somebody tore down, and at one time the original Gibbons house was a stop for Underground Railroad during the Civil War stuff, and I figured maybe they were, the Gibbons originally did that. I don't know if they did that. That might have been a stop or something. Is anything there to sign up? The mill's kind of run, it's run down, but any help there fixing that up anytime?
Call it run down, but,
Yeah, no, but it could be fixed, maybe, different funding, maybe something like that to fix up.
Be a different pocket to go looking for.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking about is it's probably worse the other way around. Unfortunately, I guess, you guys tell me, but that it's, okay, you don't necessarily get money because you get the certification, but once you get the certification, it's probably a nice thing to add to to the applications. Oh, yes, it's a historic site, or whatever. So that it enhances your status a little bit, I would guess. So.
yeah, I would think there'd be more opportunities if it becomes listed on the National Register. That's quite a process to get it listed that way.
The person
Yeah.
that was in there that was leasing that from the township, right?
There's nobody in there now.
Oh, there's nobody in there now?
The artist that was in there with his gallery, he's gone.
Oh, okay, so it's just empty.
I mean, we're using space in the barn. right now for some things, but, yeah, the mill itself is.
Is it in good shape? I mean, could there be recreation classes there or, things like that or?
Depending upon what they would be, maybe. And I mean, once our recreation director's here, we can show the space and
Let's like together. I just think about need someone, any way, anywhere to get something to help. Right, to fix it up somewhere.
Well, just give people an idea that see the township and that there's a park there and, it gives them a reason to go there. And just recognition of it being part of the park system.
Even if you just put up a plaque.
Yeah, it's like a old boards down there and below, name defies me now. When you go down Route 23 past Shady Maple, you go down to, there's an old Forge Park down there. They have a house on their park fixed up really nice like that. Whether or not that was a historic site or not, I don't know, but they rent that, I think, for almost like $1,000 a day or something like that. It's a house there that they have for baby showers and wedding receptions, things like that. I think something along that line would be, but I don't know if that's a historic site or not, but just something that's popped in my mind the other day. I wonder if that's.
While we're on the Gibbons thing, I know we're looking for funding and all that kind of thing. But I know that parking issue is gonna be a problem until that thing is developed. Would we be interested in taking some funds to make it uncomfortable to park where people park now? Landscaping wise, or I think you're gonna have a hard time breaking people parking there.
At the tunnel on Mill Creek Road?
Yeah, under the bridge and by the dam. And it's pretty
Well, it's
lousy to walk around in there, but if it was landscaped or made such that it was.
We're not eliminating parking, we're eliminating persons' access to the water because of the dam. The signage is basically going to try to direct people to go park at the other area. There is no parking listed there now, dusk to dawn, which they have you cited for that, but we haven't posted no parking completely. I mean, that'd be Board of Supervisors' decision, I would imagine, if they want to enforce that.
I just thought landscaping of the kind that people would want to crawl through to get to walk across the dam would make it so that listed with you could park down here. Might get people to change their habits, but.
Yeah, they'll still climb over it. They'll figure, well, that's camouflage. Nobody will see me back here now.
There you go. Yeah.
You were thinking that stuff like that the cops put across the. That you hit and.
No, I was.
Concertina one.
Yeah, Constantine, while that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, strips now.
Just railroad ties and something.
Yeah, I just was curious.
We can look at it, a tough spot.
It is a tough spot, and I don't think you're gonna change people's patterns until it's easier somewhere else.
I guess in my mind, I kind of was thinking the way Charlie was thinking. The next step would be to prohibit parking completely, since there is some available there.
I'm not sure I'm not sure you wouldn't want to even do that before the park is developed, just to change the habits. Because I see kids down and crawling on a dam and, somebody's gonna fall and get hurt.
And that's one of the suggestions that we took to heart, that we were told, it's your property, but they shouldn't be out there. So this way we at least warn them, they shouldn't be out there. Still get drug into that matter, but.
Okay. Anything else for grounds, buildings and trails? Other than you mentioned,
It's only May, but we'll be working hot and heavy budgets in July. So if you have any items, just keep in mind, the pavilion is going to be an expensive bill there. If you see odds and ends stuff, hey, this needs fixed up, or looks like the roof on this pavilion looks bad. I think all the playground is pretty well updated. But bring ideas, please, because July will be getting pricey. August, I'll be sitting down with the guys September, we give it to the Board of Supervisors, or start working on it, in October, it gets submitted. So it seems like it's a ways away, but it's a lot of legwork to get numbers.
Yeah. Sure.
That community park, that one piece of equipment, that Caterpillar there, is that broken or something? That's been fenced off for a long, long time.
I think some of the wells were broken. I think they're working on it.
Chance to go back. Get it.
Yeah, so you get time to work. Spread thin right now.
Train, it'll work out.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing else for ground building trails. The recreation program. Ta-da! We got good news to announce.
Yeah, I wanted to share that news as soon as I could, so I did that before the meeting, but Mrs. Cleveland will be here on Tuesday to start. And
Awesome.
we'll get things rolling.
Good. Well, I look forward to meeting her. Her qualifications were excellent.
Yeah, I think we're fortunate with our need, and her timing worked out well for us. So
Wow, that's for sure. That's for sure. So wow, she's definitely knows what she's doing. So that's good.
Does she come to our meetings or just from time to time or?
she will.
Okay.
I think that, I mean, that would be great. I was gonna request that. That would be, at least initially, that would be great.
I will not be here next month. Well, I'll miss her. I want to meet her beforehand if I can.
Yeah, like I said, she'll be here starting on Tuesday, so, yeah. Yeah, we can certainly arrange that, but yeah, part of her expectations would be to be here.
Okay, all right. Anything else for the recreation program? Okay. Anybody have any old business? New business? Public comment, we don't have any, well, public comment, still nobody tuned in? Okay, all right. So, anyone else have anything they want to bring up? Okay.
I make a motion.
Okay, second,
Second.
okay.